I'm one step closer to having my sick house fixed. Hello everybody, it's Mike, the Baldadonis. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Mike the Baldadonis and I talk about many different topics. Sharing life experiences, one video at a time is my motto. I talk about being in my early 20s, doing 5 years and 3 months in prison for a first-time drug offense. Only to get out unhappy with my body, I decided to do steroids, gain 105 pounds of pure muscle, only to have a heart attack and other steroid-related health issues. I currently deal with migraines and vertigo from today's environmental pollution, today's foods, and VOCs. I have Gary from the gym, he has conspiracy theories. I have Dr. Peter Bacoco, he is my mentor, the reason why I'm on YouTube, and he talks about inspiration. I buy and sell cars, and I bring you along with me showing the pros and cons of each vehicle that I buy. I also have other people come on board sharing their interesting life stories as well. So last month I called the indoor doctor. The indoor doctor is an air quality specialist. I deal with environmental pollution, migraines, and vertigo, and what's been going on for the past several years, dealing with a sick home. A lot of people go through this and they don't know why they're having certain conditions. Maybe flu-like conditions, sinus infections, headaches, migraines, all kinds of annoying little things. And a lot of it is due to our homes. We have VOCs, volatile organic compounds in our home. Paint, formaldehyde in our furniture, in clothing. We have all kinds of dyes that are all chemicals. So we're very sensitive to a lot of things in our own homes. And for the past several years, like I said, I've been dealing with my oil burner acting up on me. So I have a fantastic landlord. He's been taking care of almost everything. We got a new oil tank, new oil lines, new chimney. The list goes on and on. He keeps trying. I started getting that same burning sensation again, and it's been driving me bananas. So every few days I might have a strong burning smell and then it goes away. So it's kind of annoying, and at the same time it's frustrating because the symptoms that I get is dizziness, vertigo. I have red eyes. When I breathe, it actually hurts my lungs and it hurts my heart. And sometimes I have to go to the emergency room just to have myself checked out. So I then had enough and called the indoor doctor. Jeff came here, evaluated my house, and he found that in this particular area, it is full of soot. So I told the landlord, I said, let's call the chimney guy from last year. They're the ones that put the liner in. Let's give them a call. For 4 weeks, every single week, been on the phone.
Hi, it's Noah from Centerpoint Chimney. Sorry I missed your call. Most likely I'm on a job site or it's the weekend.
At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hey Noah, this is Mike. Induct downdraft. All right. I left the message. Been on the phone. They will not return my phone calls. So I was like, you know what? Let me call somebody else. So you're going to hear Brandon give some of his initial thoughts about it. He did send all the information, all the videos and pictures to his boss, and she was able to evaluate everything, and she sent me an email with all the pictures telling me what was wrong with the situation.
Hey, how you doing? I'm Brandon Blake. I work for Gary's Chimney Services in Ashland, New Hampshire. So I just got a call about a customer complaining about him having random headaches, things like that. He was getting sick, so we just came out here to see what was going on and came up with a conclusion. First off, anybody that lives near a pond or a lake or a valley, they have a lot of backdraft that happens in their chimney, especially seeing this client has his sister and then him, he lives next to each other. So in other words, the backdraft was coming from the lake going up, and then when the two flues are right next to each other and you have both caps on and one furnace isn't on and one furnace is on, then where does that smoke try to go? It tries to backdraft down back into the pipe. So that was the first conclusion that we had, which is a very logical one. They had plates on it too that were falsely installed. They were way too big for the flue tiles. So what you're mainly supposed to do with that is you're supposed to take insulation around the top of the liner, and then you're supposed to tug it in tight and then put mortar all around it.
Okay, so I'm gonna read you the report, what was found. I reviewed the pictures Brandon took and found that you were actually on the water. The use and need for a vacuum sack should be common knowledge amongst all chimney professionals, as homes on the water, homes near tall buildings or trees, and homes in the valleys surrounded by mountains tend to have communication issues. Communication issue is when the smoke goes up one flue, and due to the wind created by these elements is sucked back down the other flue and into the home. Basically, the chimney isn't drafting properly due to the proximity of these various things causing a wind-induced downdraft. The vacuum stack keeps these winds from entering the chimney and creates an accelerated airflow around itself, therefore creating a proper draft. The addition of a vacuum sack will alleviate this issue for you. Also, on top of the chimney were improper liner drop plates. Liner drop plates are designed to sit flat on top of the chimney's crown. They were not designed to sit on top of the flue tiles. Therefore, they were not properly secured and were easily lifted up by our techs. Our company typically installs the liners by cementing them into place at the top. This avoids the top plates altogether and creates a very strong insulation. However, should the customer desire top plates, that they can be installed on this chimney simply by cutting the flue tiles even with the chimney crown and then reinstalling the top plates with proper constructive adhesive and tap corns. All right, so then she gave me the estimate price for the job done. It would be a total of $575. And here are some of the pictures. Here we can see the improper liner top plate. As you can see, it is very easy to lift up. A high wind could easily lift this, doing damage to the liner. Here we can see the clean outdoor area. Inside was a collection of debris that didn't belong in the chimney. We have removed all of this as they are hazard. Here we see some crown cracking. This should be crown sealed to prevent water from getting in and through the freeze-thaw cycle, breaking it down. Here we can see how awkward the improper liner top plates are. They are overlapping one of another in this photo. The other area of concern were the strange screw hose up and down the pipe of the furnace. Brandon sealed these up with metal tape to create a safe situation for the customer. Now for some good news, the chimney overall is in excellent shape. And for one parting piece of good news, this is a photo looking at the snout and T at the bottom of the liner. This is where the furnace connects to the liner. Here we can see that everything is clean and in great shape. So I reached out to the other chimney company this morning. I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt and trying to get back to me. I've been calling them for 4 weeks, like I said. So I get a text message, not even a phone call. I got a text message from the owner. The information you received from the other company completely is false. I was hired by your landlord and he owns the house. If he has any questions, I would be more than happy to answer them. I know I did what I was hired to do, and it was done to state code. Not trying to give you a hard time, but I know there has been continual problems with this issue, and I don't want to get involved with something that doesn't have anything to do with me. It's my company policy to discuss work on the property only with the owner of the house. Why couldn't he say this to me 4 weeks ago? Because you know why? He's full of crap. I actually got this guy this job. I Googled him last year, and his ratings on one site were like 5 stars. So he was kind of local. He came in, he got it done, and I was happy at the time. But after doing all my research afterwards, all the different sites, and to find out that this guy is pretty bad. He doesn't return people's calls. He tries to screw people. It's unbelievable that I was dealing with this person. He seems like a really nice guy. He did the job pretty good. Again, he just didn't follow up and do the right thing and seal up correctly and put a proper top on it. I just don't get it, you know? And then you give me the runaround and don't even get back to me. You know I have problems with this house, and it's causing me health issues. So I just think that's pretty bad of this company, and I just want to thank my landlord, John. He's been dealing with this as much as I have. He's been paying for it. I had to pay for the indoor doctor. That cost me $600. I paid for the visit yesterday. That was $100, but it was well spent. $700 to pinpoint the issue. For $700, it was well worth it, because look at my area. Look at my backyard. Look where I live. I live in a very peaceful area with a nice pond. I only have 2 neighbors. It's really pretty to be here, and I don't want to leave. So for me, having to think about moving was really hard. But at the same time, every time I smelt the burning soot giving me all these health problems, of course I want to leave, because I can't sleep in this. My lungs hurt, my heart hurts, and my vertigo kicks in. And so this afternoon I had my landlord come over the house. He read my emails, saw the pictures, and we called the owner of Gary's Chimney Service, Melody. And I want to thank her very much. She explained everything to my landlord, and we're going to finish up the job next week. So tune in next week. Hopefully this is going to solve my problem. I probably won't know for a week or two if I find any problems with exhaust. For me to move, it would have been hard for me, and I didn't want to move. So I'm glad that my landlord agreed to pay for that, and let's just get it over with. And hopefully, like I said, I'll be a happy camper for many more years living in my house. I still deal with migraines and vertigo from environmental pollution, but it won't be in my house. All right, guys, so until the next video, Baldadonis out. So Brandon from yesterday is also a hip-hop rap star. He has a group called the East Beast Crew, and his name is B Breezy. So if you're into rap, check him out. I will link his videos in the description below, and take a listen. He's actually pretty damn good. All right, guys, until the next video, Baldadonis out.
Treating all these needles like a souvenir, taking all your pride and damaging careers, and you want to too many